So to add to the last one, yeah, not mentally retarded. I'm a Roman Catholic that has been brought up in strict Roman Catholic schooling where when I went to school under Pope John Paul II, he actually went into, he went into mosques, he went into the temple, he went into the Jewish temple, he went into Islamic prayers and he prayed with other world leaders. In my religious studies, in my subject that was called religious education, okay, I had to study because you learn the three major religions, your own religion of Roman Catholic, you learn Islam, and you learn Judaism, okay. And for Brother Hemmel, I got a letter sent home from Brother Hemmel with how good my knowledge on the vast variety of not only the three major religions were, but the translation through language of the Bible, which means the translation, because my Bible was Aramaic. Translation through Aramaic, ancient Greek, Hebrew into English. How I could sit there and understand Baruch atah Adonai and relate back to him, or sit there with Genesis 3. Oh, Jesus Christ now. 3.2? Sorry, it's my This is how I grew up, knowing other languages. I have no idea what my sister did, bury her head into the sand, or was she just too trapped under my mother? Because in 1984, we both started kindergarten at St. Aidan's in Rudy Hill, and we both received the pins that we have from St. Aidan's. The banner on the outside of our primary school at St. Aidan's in Rudy Hill was written in Latin. Everything at that school was written in Latin. Every Wednesday we had to compulsory go to church with the school, but you could go. We had churches on the school. We're talking about large churches on the school grounds. St. Aidan's Church is still there on the school ground. Okay? Every Sunday, every Wednesday, we had to learn Latin. Making our first Holy Communion, we had to know and repeat the words Agios Deus, Lamb of God, because et Deus was all in Latin. When I was going to Roman Catholic schooling in the 80s, it was in Latin. That's why. I had to learn the translation of languages because that was in my religion. Okay? This is how I grew up. Okay? I was exposed to language as a young age and I picked it up. Then I would go to Kerry Road to Pops and his friend, was it Simon's? The Zemmet brothers. The Zemmets. They used to race horses and Pop used to fix their horse gear. I think there was Zemmets that raced pigeons with Pop and Zemmets that had harness horses. They knew Reg Purdey in Blacktown, my grandfather, the Zemmets. And you could hear them bloody arguing. There was them, there was, what's his name? Friggin', can't think of his name now. Larry Gamia. It's not Larry. Anyway, Gamia. I think they've moved from the western suburbs to, I don't know, somewhere like Bathurst or somewhere. They had the horses. All those people, all the Maltese, all the Lebanese, all the Italians. And if you're a little 4-year-old and you can hear them swearing their crap out of each other, and even your own grandfather can understand, because in 2002, when my grandfather was getting hire cars, taking him to Concord Hospital, because he's from the inner city, he wanted to go back to the hospital, So he went to Concord Hospital to have his chemo and radiation therapy. And on the way back, there was a couple of us Sicilian guys talking in the car in Sicilian, not Italian, Sicilian. And Pop turned around and said, I wouldn't have something or other about that slut. And they looked at him and goes, and I looked at Pop and he goes, I'm from Balmain, Justin. I understand Italian. Your mother and like my daughters think I'm stupid. So my mother and her sisters have treated family members that are male like they're stupid their entire life, because these come from the 70s liberation cunt women, basically. The 60s bullshit. Okay? And that's how they treated their father. I got to spend a lot of time with Pop and know a lot about Reginald George Purdey that their daughters don't know. Okay? No wonder he fucking hated them in his later life. I hate them. I hate those 3 Purdey bitches like you would not believe. I can't stand them. My own grandfather had enough of his daughters. My own grandmother, which really should have flogged them and done what her husband told her to do. I hate, with a passion, those 3 Purdey bitches like you would not believe. I fucking hate them. Now, keep them, anybody affiliated with them, friends or so forth, out of my life. And we'll get along. But I really fucking hate their guts. Their own father used to scream at my grandma. It was a nightmare. You'd hear the fucking door slam and he'll be down the back. The phone, I'm like, I'm taking the phone off the hook. He'll drill out to me, goes, Justin, go take the phone off the hook if it rings once more. Oh, it'll be fucking Robin. Oh, it'll be fucking Robin. Oh, it'll be Mary Ann. It'll be one of those 2 bitches. You can guarantee it wasn't my mother. They blame it. No. Oh, it was always them getting Nan in a nervous wreck. Fucking fat bully Robin Childs. And little fucking Oompa Loompa cunt Mary Mahowski. Getting Nan in a nervous wreck till Pop had enough. Slammed the fucking door, screamed the house down in Kerry Road where the neighbours right down the other end could fucking hear. You could hear him all the way down Monash Road. Like I had an absolute fucking gutful of his daughters and was like, Lola, will you control your daughters? And I tell you what, I wish someone fucking would. Seriously. The biggest problem in my family is my grandmother didn't flog those 3 bitches because they need a real good fucking flogging. The 3 of them. My grandfather said so many times to my nana, control your daughters. They're fucking feral. They're fucking feral. Okay? And my nana used to repeat back to my pop and said, Reg, I can't control them as much as I control the weather. Well, Nan should have controlled him because Nan knew towards her end of her life, I resented her because of her daughters. Oh, she knew. She knew in 2005 when she was wailing to me about being bullied to move by Marianne and Robin. Oh, I've never seen my Nan. There's 2 times in my entire life my poor Nana was frail and drooped in my arms wailing. I'm not talking about crying. I'm talking in hysterics wailing. Wailing. Because of that fat fucking cunt Robin Childs. That fucking little cunt. Wailing in my arms. Because her daughters forced her to move. Absolutely wailing. Do you know how guilty I felt? Because I couldn't be in the suburbs. I had to stay in the city. I'm like, no, I can't. I have to live in the city. I can't live outside the city. Unless you want to come and live with me in Leichhardt. You know, I said, then I said, why don't we just pack up? I'll rent. Because what we're going to do, I said, I'll rent a place in Leichhardt. No. You're from there. I said, why don't you come back to Leichhardt? As I said to Nan. I was happy I would have lived in Leichhardt with Nan. I said, I'll live there. I said, I can't live here, Nan. And wailing to me. You know, the second time she was wailing to me? Now, it was either the end of 2012 or the start of it was up there. It might have been the start of 2013, actually. It was just after the meeting that my little scamming cunt mother and Marianne, it's fucking Mary Mahowski. Marianne and Kerry Adams can confirm this. I'm sorry, Kerry, if I've ever upset her, but fucking Marianne Mahowski. Oh, that fucking little fat Oompa Loompa bitch. Oh, I hate her guts. So, Nan's sitting there. She's at the end of the dining table. I'm next to her. She couldn't breathe. She was wailing so much because of the meeting they had with a solicitor trying to stop Morgan's inheritance from her father. And Marianne's sitting there going, oh, my brother was going to change his will and leave everything to my kids. Nan's there going, like literally, I've never seen her look so sick, wailing in my arms. And I said, Nan? Because she goes, your mother, Justin, I can understand if it come out of her, but Marianne, I'm like, oh, Nan, wake up. Marianne's a money-hungry little cunt. Marianne's the biggest trouble, besides Robin. Robin's a silent bitch. Marianne and Robin are your 2 biggest worries. My mum's a pushover. Mum might yell and scream and argue with you because of her mum's a nut job since she got with her second husband. But your 2 biggest worries is Robin and Marianne. Literally, Nan was waiting, could not believe what was said. Because then they go, Denny wasn't changing his will. I'm like, yeah, we know, Nan. But that just tells you the lengths Miriam would go to for somebody else's money. Doesn't it? I'm sitting there going, that tells you the lengths Marianne Michalski would go to for somebody else's money. Understand, Nan? Now, jump forward to August 2013. Nan has a stroke. Marianne Michalski is straight on it. We have to put her into a nursing home. I'm like, whoa. You can actually do things to recover from strokes. They didn't want to hear any of the medication that could be used. They didn't want to send her to rehabilitation in Newcastle. They wanted to rent out her house and make money. This is the truth. So all they cared about, Marianne little cunt Michalski, about making money off Nan. Then they're sitting there, so to put Nan in the nursing home and get government rebates, they had to sell Nan's house. Unless they have a family member that had a disability or whatever that had to live in the house. Mary and I stood next to her. She said this. We will say it's Justin. We'll just say it's Justin. I went, no, you won't. No, you won't. You're not going to use lies about me for your scam. Thank you very much. They did. Oh, they fucking did. The two fat Oompa Loompa cunts. Robin Childs, little cunt. And Marianne fucking Michalski, little cunt. And who do you think's the other worst bitch? Christy fucking Childs, little cunt. That's why I have nothing to do with where they live. I hate their fucking rotting guts.